Bible is filled with so many wonderful promises of God that cannot be broken. Every situation that we faced or will ever encounter in our lives are all there. The Bible has the answer, the solution by which we can overcome all circumstances. Psalm 34 verse 8, the scripture says, "Taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the one who takes refuge in him." God's promises are not empty words. Whatever he says, he does. Whatever he does, he says. His words are the foundation upon which dreams are built.
His promises never fail. They are sure. They are true. Even when you have been off the way. Even the mistakes you have made. The failures you have encountered, God is so merciful, and He always sticks to His promises for us. He never breaks His promises He has for us, for He is full of mercy. He doesn't hold our mistakes against us. He doesn't cancel our destinies just because we have gone off the way. God already knew every wrong turn we would take, every mistake we would make, every failure we will have, and our weaknesses.
Nothing you have done is a surprise to God. Nothing you do or happens to you can catch God off guard. God can never fail you. He can never disappoint you. He has promised you, yes, and He will keep to His promises. All He wants from you is to wait for His perfect timing. God can never run out of options because He is the maker of all things. He is supernatural.
Just like Moses, you may have made mistakes. You may have fallen out of the path God has assigned for you, and you don't see how you could ever accomplish your dreams because it has been too long. Remember, the season of silence does not mean God has forgotten about you. In the Bible, the scripture says Moses became the most humble man in the land while he waited in the desert for 40 years. The season of silence, his life was greatly transformed before God's promises came to pass in his life. God is working on you in your silent season. His promises for you over the years are coming to be fulfilled. What God started in your life, He is going to finish. Even though it may be your fault, He is still going to do it. Numbers 23:19 tells us that God is not a man, so He does not lie. He is not human, so He does not change His mind. Has He ever spoken and failed to act? Has He ever promised and not carried it through? God's timing is everything. He knows when we are ready to receive the things we have been praying for. Child of God, you are not waiting in vain. There is always a purpose behind every delay, every setback. So don't be in haste. Joseph waited 13 years for God's promises to be fulfilled in his life. He was not in a hurry. He trusted God completely. Abraham waited 25 years for God's promises to be fulfilled. Moses waited 40 years for God's promises to be fulfilled in his life. If God is making you wait, don't be in a haste. Do not be filled with worries, but stay strong in faith. For when the time is right, He will make everything beautiful and bring lasting joy into your life.
The Bible reveals to us in Philippians 4 verse 6 that we do not be anxious or worried about anything, but in everything, every circumstance or situation, by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, continue to make your specific requests known to God. Let this encourage you, because you are not alone. God is always with you. So, you don't need to stress or worry. He hears you when you pray about the situation or circumstance you face. He loves it when we take them all to Him, believing He can handle them all in His way, in His time, and for our good. Your story may have been turned upside down. Everything may have fallen apart, but God is going to make it happen in His time. He is rewriting your story into a testimony. He is putting everything that has fallen apart back again. Do not be in haste. Believe in His timing, for God's time is always the best.